Welcome to the Canadian Business Quarterly Podcast, where we speak with Canada's most influential industry leaders on the business and economic development issues taking place across the country. You can stay up to date with all of our content, including our publications, newsletters, and podcasts by visiting www.thecbq.ca and clicking on subscribe.
Russell Hay was born and raised in this industry, honing his skills alongside his father in every area of the business. Bringing more than 15 years experience and commitment to best practices, Russell passionately leads the janitorial service industry with innovation and customer service excellence, serving as Scandinavian's president and CEO. With an unmatched work ethic, Russell has set his sights on rapidly growing the business across North America while still ensuring client expectations are consistently met and exceeded. Russell, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you very much for having me, Jesse.
So give us an overview of Scandinavian Building Services.
Absolutely. Scandinavian Building Services is a facility maintenance company, and we primarily focus on cleaning services. Scandinavian was founded in 1956 by two Scandinavian partners, and my father, who was in the property management business, ended up buying it in 1982. So Scandinavian primarily focuses on cleaning services, like I say, and the different industries that we do service are the industries like retail, commercial, sports entertainment, fitness, and the industrial industry. But essentially, if it's a building, small or big, we can provide janitorial services for it.
You mentioned that your father had brought it from overseas. Do you want to talk a little bit more about the origins and how he originally got involved with the business?
Yes, absolutely. How he got in the business is, like I said, he was in the property management business. And one of the main problems that he had, and I guess his most significant pain point, was cleaning services. He couldn't find consistency, and he couldn't find that company that was able to provide the service levels that he was expecting for his customers. He actually was moved to Yellowknife and honed his skill in the property management business, and then moved back to Edmonton in 1982, which is when he found Scandinavian Building Services. And at the time, it had a property management division as well as a cleaning services division. So he ended up buying the cleaning services division off of the two partners and growing it from that perspective. And really what he wanted to do was revolutionize the industry. He really wanted to focus on the consistency side, the service level side, and the reporting, letting all of the different customers know exactly what we were doing in their buildings day in and day out. So they had an idea of what to expect, service levels to expect, and again, that consistency level that they could go and have the reporting on.
Okay, so tell us about the scope of your services and how and why businesses would need you.
Jesse, it's general everyday cleaning services for the building. So we do your standard cleaning services every day, your washing of the floors, vacuuming, dusting, wiping, those types of things that you would need, obviously, in every different area of a facility, whether it's an office building, whether it's a stadium, or whether it's a grocery store. But additional to that, we also provide what we call extra services. So those services are things like stripping and waxing, carpet cleaning, window cleaning, concrete polishing, and high dusting, just to name a few. Obviously, these are more of a periodical piece, but one time or another, or at one time or another, a company will definitely need these services, which we can provide. And again, we also like being creative as well. So there's always a unique need in a facility. We call it the idiosyncrasies of that particular building. So whenever we go into a site, there's always a unique need that a customer has. We really focus on identifying those things and providing a solution and a service for those.
Okay. And, where would we see your work? Are there any notable clients that you service?
Absolutely. I think what most people would recognize and know is the sports and entertainment part of our business. So we do stadiums such as BC Place, Rogers Place, Commonwealth Stadium, Saddle Dome, McMahon Stadium, MTS Center, IG Field. Those are some of the most or the larger facilities that we do in sports and entertainment. And then you'll see us in many retail customers that we have across the country on a national level, like your Walmart, Sobeys, Safeway, Home Depot, Staples, IKEA, Cabela's, Winners, HomeSense, and Marshalls. So you'll see the Scandinavian cleaners in those facilities, obviously with their uniform on now, especially more during the day. But typically we do the cleaning early in the morning before store opening or in the evening as well.
Okay. Well, we're in a little bit of a unique situation at the moment. What is the business up to currently in the face of pandemics and other activities that are taking place?
Absolutely. So right now that is our major focus is on COVID-19. We felt that we were really the first out of the gate for COVID-19 disinfection. We realized what was happening before it obviously came to North America. So we created an extremely extensive pandemic plan for all of our customers and provided it to them. But again, right now it's about disinfection services and cleaning, and reporting comes into play and is very critical right now. So not only can our customers know exactly what we're doing, but then they can then give it to their staff, as well as customers that would be coming on and shopping in their particular environments. But things like spraying, COVID spraying, if there is an exposure in a facility, we need to be able to respond to that, because what they do obviously is they close the facilities until they're able to get disinfection services. So we're able to provide within 1 hour anywhere across the country, spray disinfection where we go into the facility and do a full electrostatic spray of the entire facility. Then what we also provide is daily services, and that's essentially using our day porter cleaning services and going around and doing touch point disinfection. So when you do go into a grocer, for example, when you see somebody cleaning the handles when you're walking into the facility, when you see them cleaning the carts on the touch point areas, typically those would be our cleaners providing that service for them.
It was interesting. I had read on your website as well, as a hockey fan, as I'm sure the rest of the nation is, you guys were actually responsible for cleaning the playoff bubble in Edmonton or Rogers Place for last year's playoffs as well.
Yes, absolutely. We were. And I have to say it was an absolute honor to be selected to do that cleaning of the bubble. And it was fantastic to work with the NHL and OEG specifically. Their staff and their professionalism was incredible. Everybody worked together. Everybody was getting tested every day. And obviously disinfection services were of an absolute top priority. So we would be disinfecting, obviously, the players' dressing rooms, all of the media rooms, anywhere that anybody was obviously eating or having meetings and interviews. So it was highly heightened cleaning services. Our staff, I just can't commend them enough for being there, and everyone was able to come through. Nobody got sick. Nobody was diagnosed with COVID-19, and our cleaners were really the heroes of the day. And it was very special that the NHL and OEG had recognized them for doing that, because it really was, their hard work that was able to bring this all together and make sure everybody was safe every single day.
I also noticed that you guys are listed as a platinum member of Canada's best managed companies. Briefly, how was this bestowed upon you, and what's sort of the criteria for being awarded that?
Yeah, we found out about best managed companies around 9 years ago, and it's an incredible organization. And really what it does is it audits your organization, and you have to have, from an organization standpoint, in every facet of your business, from accounting services that you have, obviously, to the different divisions in human resources, in procurement, in your operations. They dissect everything about your company and they hold it to an extremely high standard and able to become part of the best managed organization. So we did that around 9 years ago. And we were fortunate enough to be accepted into it. It was a major honor that first year for us to be a part of it. And now throughout the years, we're going on our 8th year being a part of it. And we just became platinum certified, which is the highest recognition you can get from best managed companies. So we feel very privileged and honored to be a part of it and have that platinum level.
Okay. And, I'm sure the commercial cleaning space is a competitive environment. What do you think that makes you different to achieve all of this?
You know what, Jesse? I would boil it down to our corporate culture. Scandinavian is very unique. We're a family-owned and operated business, and we call ourselves the Scandi Family. Anybody that comes and works at Scandinavian, whether it's me, whether it's a cleaner, whether it's a maintenance staff, whether it's an accountant, whomever it is, we have one goal, and that's to provide cleaning services and the best service in our industry. And if you don't like the cleaning industry, or you are not passionate about it, and some people are not, and that's fine, then we're not the company to come and work for. We want everybody to be passionate that we're keeping people safe and we're keeping environments healthy and operational. So we have a very customer-centric approach and an unparalleled commitment to service at Scandinavian. And everybody throughout our organization truly believes in that. And everybody that does work believes in our core values, which are service, motivate, respect, and connect. And when we provide all of those things to our customers, we have extremely happy customers. But what is essential is that everybody that's working within Scandinavian is happy and is motivated to provide that service that we continue to strive and get better and better and better on every day, because that is of the utmost importance.
We're getting towards the end of our conversation. So if it wasn't clear for listeners before, just to clarify, you guys have a national footprint and the ability to work across Canada, don't you? And I believe that you're also making some inroads into the United States as well now?
Yes, that's correct, Jesse. So we are right across Canada. There's actually no place, including the territories that we are currently not situated in, so we can clean all of your metro areas, but as well as your rural areas. We have offices in British Columbia, Alberta, Manitoba, Ontario, Quebec, and the Maritimes. We find it very, very important to have offices in these different areas so we can continue to build on our corporate culture and make sure that everybody feels valued and feels that sense of Scandi family. But yes, there really is no place in Canada that we cannot service. And, from different scales, it doesn't necessarily have to be a large building or a large retailer. We also service small office buildings, any place that really is a professional area that needs cleaning. So we can provide services for big or small venues, not a problem at all.
Excellent. And before we finish today, Russell, was there anything else you'd like to discuss?
Yeah, you know what? We feel that Scandinavian, once, my father, when he took it over in 1982, really what he wanted to do was revolutionize the industry. And we feel we continue to do that. We're always looking at what is the new technology, what is the best practices, what is the safest way to provide cleaning services. So Scandinavian has a relentless pursuit to continue to move that needle, and in every way we can in our industry, whether that's, like I said, through best practices, through equipment, through reporting, through products. It's a very exciting time. New things continue to come into our industry. With COVID-19, obviously, there's a heightened focus in the cleaning industry. So we want to make sure that we're the number one in our field, and we continue to bring our customers the best service, but the best innovation and technology that they can possibly have.
Excellent. Well, Russell, thanks very much for your time today.
Jesse, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for having us.
This has been a production of the Canadian Business Quarterly, a division of Romulus Rising Proprietary Limited. All rights reserved. You can stay up to date with the Canadian Business Quarterly, including our publications, newsletters, and podcasts by visiting www.thecbq.ca and clicking on subscribe.